Hey everybody, how's it going? Stoudman coming right back at you, and today I'm going to be talking to you about some Blu-rays that I got from Mercari, but they're Disney Blu-rays, and from Twilight Time. I got the Twilight Time movies because they were about to go like out of print. You know how Twilight Time does their 3,000 print run, and then that's it. Well, these two titles were listed as, under 100 left. So I was like, you know what? They look interesting enough to me that I'm probably going to want to see them at some point, and I'm not going to want to pay, $50 to $100 to do that. And they were on sale, so went ahead and decided to pick some up here. And since those are the most interesting, let's just be honest here. I'm going to go ahead and talk about them first. The first one I got was Dragonwyck, starring, as you can see, Vincent Price. Never actually had seen the movie before or even heard of it, but upon seeing that it was going to be going, out of print forever, and knowing that there was a very good chance it might never come back in stock, or, it might not ever come to any other specialty service. I mean, it could, but it might not. It's one of those titles that it might not. So seeing that, I went ahead and looked at the trailer online, and I discovered that it kind of has a bit of a haunted house vibe going for it, or at least that's what I thought. And you know what? There is a bit of a haunted house vibe to it now that I've seen it, but it's definitely not exactly what you would think of when you think of a haunted house movie. What was actually really surprising to me was like the movie is really a harsh condemnation of wealthy people. And honestly, it's based on a book of the same name that I'm sure is also potentially intentionally a harsh condemnation of rich people and wealthy people and people who think they have control over the poor and stuff like that. And I'm just wondering if it had anything to do with, like, this person must have experienced something during the Great Depression. The person who wrote the book, just thinking to myself, they must have experienced something during the Great Depression because, it came out in 1947, 1946, and the book came out literally just a few years before that. So, it's a very good possibility that the person who wrote the book had some pretty big experiences with that, but I don't know for sure. That might be part of it. It might be something bigger, it might be something smaller. Either way, they clearly have their own personal views on the whole rich versus poor debate, if you will. And it's very much on display in this film, which I really enjoyed. I will say I'm glad that I picked this up, and I actually did get it on sale despite the fact that there were only a few hundred copies left, for $15. And I mean, I went looking on their website like a week or so after I got this, and it's gone. It's gone. So I guess it's out of print now, or at least Twilight Time no longer has any copies left. So any copies that are out there, snatch them up because they're about to be gone. You know what I mean? Like, those are the last ones in existence. Have fun. And then the next one that I decided to pick up, I had a funny feeling I might like this, but I have not ever seen it before. But the fact that it was only $10 made me go, alright, I'll go ahead and give it a chance. American Buffalo. This one was also limited to like 100 copies left or something like that. I haven't checked, but this one they have said has been limited for quite a while now, so I'm guessing there aren't that many people who are very interested in this, and this is also one that feels like it might actually come to another specialty label, if you will. It feels like you might see this on Criterion, or you might even see this as a regular release, or as a print-on-demand release from Fox. I don't know. I mean, Fox, it doesn't seem like they would do that, but whatever the case may be, it looked interesting, and you can't really go wrong with actors like this. I mean, check out Dustin Hoffman right there. I mean, say what you will about the guy, but he notoriously and historically has been a very good actor. And especially during this time in his career, he was doing some pretty great stuff. So can't wait to see what this is like. But basically a blind buy for me because I've never seen it. I had heard of it, but I'd never seen it. Now on to the Disney stuff. Disney! So there was a guy on Mercari who was selling a bunch of Disney titles for essentially about $10 a piece. But he was selling them all together in a lot. And I asked, hey, can I get these 2 titles for $10 a piece? And he's like, yeah, sure. So I ended up picking up Black Panther here on Blu-ray. It is the Blu-ray and digital code version. I had no idea they were even doing that. You know what I mean? When I got it, I was like, holy cow, wait, it's only the Blu-ray and the digital copy? So there's no DVD? And in fact, there is no DVD. Maybe I missed something. Maybe there is actually no DVD of Black Panther. But whatever the case is there, I mean, it was something new to me, right? Didn't expect to see that. Now, I was thinking of getting the 4K, but when I saw $10 for the Blu-ray, I was just like, all right, sure, why the hell not? And it already came in handy. The internet was down today, and when the kids came home from school, they were just looking for stuff to watch. I was like, hey, you want to watch Black Panther? And yep, they did. So already got some good use out of this one. Very cool stuff, and it came factory sealed. All the Blu-rays he had were factory sealed. As you could tell, the slipcover was in pretty damn good condition as well. So very happy about that. Some people have noted that the new style that they're doing for Disney's new style for their Blu-ray cases is kind of meh. Like, this to me just looks gaudy, the multi-screen edition. First of all, just the style of it looks like that in 5 years people are going to be like, oh, that's so ugly. I'm saying it's ugly now, alright? And then the whole like chrome looking embossed part up here where it says Blu-ray and digital. Listen, I lived through the 90s. I was a huge fan of sports cards. Topps Chrome. That's all I'm saying. This is the Topps Chrome edition of Disney Blu-rays, and it's just, it isn't becoming, because like I was over this in the 90s. This is literally the 90s style of doing things. Don't try to bring it back. It isn't part of the 90s that should be brought back. It's not part of the 90s that people are nostalgic for. Very few people other than me remember it, so just don't do it. You know what I mean? But it's too late for that. Disney's already doing it. I'm just saying it doesn't look good to me. I don't personally approve of the new style they're doing, which is also a part of this release. Peter Pan. Didn't have this one on Blu-ray yet, and there are a few extra special features on this one that were not on the previous release. And the previous release was kind of a pain in the butt to find anyway, so have a chance to get this for $10 on Blu-ray. I was just like, yeah, I'm going to do that every day. I'm going to do that. But what I noted here is that they cleverly don't call it any number of anniversary here. It's just the anniversary edition, you know? I'm just like, what anniversary though? So I look on the back because I'm like, I know this came out in the 50s or the 60s or something, but I don't know exactly when. And I wanted to figure out what anniversary it could have been. So look on the back, there's no date. I had to go look it up on IMDb. 1953, which makes 2018 the 65th anniversary. I don't know why they would want to hide the fact that it's the 65th anniversary edition, but apparently, like, it's not I know it's not like a catchy, notable number or anything like that, but if it's an anniversary that ends in 5, why the hell not? I don't understand why. If it was odd or awkward or something like that, if it was like the 61st anniversary edition or something, I could understand them being like, eh. But if it came out on the 65th anniversary edition, why would you just call it anniversary edition? It ends in 5. People understand. It makes a little bit of sense. It's a nice round number, 65th anniversary edition. That's what this is, to me at least. They may not call it that, but I'm going to call it that because that's what it is. So yeah, it's apparently got some, or at least one special feature on here that wasn't on the previous release, but I don't know if it has all the same special features as the previous release. So yeah, but whatever the case is, here I am glad to have the movie at least on Blu-ray, brand new from Disney for $10 freaking. I feel like that's a really good price. And at least this one came with the DVD. Not that it's a huge deal. I just thought it was interesting that the other one didn't come with a DVD. So, anyways, that is all I picked up this time. Got some Twilight Time titles that are limited and going out of stock and maybe never coming back. And got some Disney titles that were a very good price, brand spanking new, and definitely movies I wanted to add to my collection. So yeah, very happy about those. Not so happy about the Topps Chrome design that they've gone with here, but what are you gonna do? So that'll do it for me. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you later. Peace.